Steam. Say it. It was 2023 September. It was 3 years ago. Impossible.
Studios. It's the
Oh my
final
God.
sprint. The culmination of hundreds of millions of dollars and a quarter century of work. And for hundreds of people, almost a decade of full-scale production is about to materialize.
Didn't they say that this is going to be like Fallout but in space? And people are going to fucking love it? And it dropped and it was just like...
Starfield is releasing on the 6th of September, and Todd Howard's magnum opus will be upon us.
Todd.
2018. Fallout 76 reviews have come in, and they're not too hot.
Gee, I wonder why. 2.8? I'm surprised that there was no like random journalist who would have like say that, oh my god, it's the most amazing game you have ever seen. Oh my god, I love it so much. Just like
Fallout
pimp
4
it
was
out.
a few years before. Not amazing either. Todd's once perfectly polished image is now getting torn to shreds. The people, they're like wild animals. But he remains
That was me, actually. I am the wild animal.
unfazed.
You know what I'm waiting for? I'm holding out. I don't know if I should. I'm still mildly optimistic, hoping for Judas. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm sort of like keeping one eye open, you know, like just peeping whether Judas is going to be released this year. Okay, what's going to happen faster? Judas release or GTA? We need Concord 2. We had Concord 2. We even had Concord 3 at this point. GTA is never coming. I don't know, man. I don't believe in GTA. I'm putting my vote onto Judas.
When they see this next project, everything will change.
Or, you know what? I will raise it. Bioshock 4 will happen faster than GTA. Hell, it's going to be Half-Life, the next one. New Portal game. Half-Life 3. Portal 3. The GameCube. Subnautica 2. Bloodborne 2. Hell yeah.
Starfield is Todd Howard's dream game. Something he'd wanted to make since he was a kid.
Aww.
And Bethesda had waited patiently for the technology to arrive to make it. And now was the time. By this point, Todd has also amassed an army of around 500 people. They span multiple countries and 4 whole studios. The manpower here, sizable. And they're going in big. Voiced protagonists. Something they'd spent a ton of time and money on, and turned out to be one of the biggest complaints of their last game. Let's bring it back. And at the start of Starfield's development,
people hated it. Alright, we're gonna fucking do it again.
Bethesda's design lead and head writer, Emil
Easy.
Paliarulo, goes on to cast voice actors and record lines. He's even weighing having multiple voice actors this time round. However, early on in development, higher-ups come to a realization. Bethesda had been taking an unrelenting stream of L's for a few years now. Starfield, well, it should probably deliver. So they decide on a change of pace, and to actually take in some fan feedback. And
Wow, was that a Dookie smear on it? You know, I have a feeling that Bethesda may not take us seriously. No? It's chocolate. Ah, okay. That's right. Because chocolate goes well with bananas. I almost said pineapple, but it's a banana.
And the voiced protagonist thing is scrapped entirely. The game engine too. Historically, a notoriously robust bit of kit. And as brilliant as it is, fans have been quite vocal about wanting a better one for almost a decade. So they get working on that too. Also, RPG elements, well, they're actually adding something.
Ain't no way. I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Behind the scenes, things are looking good.
But
2021, 5 years of active development, and the game is beginning to take shape. Bethesda's parent company ZeniMax has also just been bought out by Microsoft, and money...
okay, but that's not the good news. Every time, I used to be positive about Microsoft, and then Windows 11 and 10 happened. 10 was alright, but this 11... I need a new slur for Windows 11. I really do. I really, really fucking do.
He is now no object. Microsoft wants a system seller, and Todd's only job is to deliver one. They have all the resources they could possibly want. And on the 13th of June, Todd marches on stage, and we get our first look.
It's such a shame. I love all space games, but this looks so dull. So painfully dull. Also, all the characters are so fucking ugly.
Wow. Their first new IP in 25 years. The ultimate Bethesda game, Todd says. And after years of groveling for a new engine, we get our wish. The Creation Engine 2.
2, huh? Fancy.
Okay, people aren't massively thrilled, but this is groundbreaking stuff, Todd insists. And there it is. One of
Is it auction? It does look kinda dull.
Todd's crazy dates again. May 22nd, 2022. Around 7 months out from launch, and that's out the window. Because the game's delayed. Come back in early 2023. The disappointment is palpable. But in June, Todd's on stage again, and we hear some familiar lines.
Our most ambitious game ever, where you get to be who you want and grow where you want.
Not again. But then, we get a glimpse at the actual gameplay for the first time. Deep crafting systems, weapon mods, buildable outposts, even your own spaceships. Wait, we can even fly them? Land and explore anywhere?
It's a shame because on paper it sounds like an autistic boy's wet dream. Unironically. It's just not very good.
100 systems, over 1,000 planets. My god. Also, were those background options and train?
Why are they so ugly? They are so ugly. I know, I'm just being a girl about it. It shouldn't matter whether a character is ugly. And usually it doesn't. But if it's boring and empty, at least make it hot.
In a Bethesda game? A silent protagonist is back? Were they actually listening? Starfield was going to be an actual RPG. A true return to form. The reveal doesn't come without concerns, however. The performance. It doesn't look great. In fact, you can see the game barely holding it together at parts. The gunplay and dogfighting look a bit stiff, and 1,000 planets. Either another sweet line, or this game sounds very procedural. Todd hears the concerns. Don't worry. Starfield has more handcrafted content than ever before. More than Skyrim and Fallout 4 combined, he assures us.
I mean, is procedural really that bad? Isn't like some of Path of Exile's maps are like procedurally generated and they are just fine? Yeah, is that bad? It's terrible? Can't you just make it like, I don't know, that you make a procedurally generated map and then you have someone who looks it over and makes it interesting? Like, I feel like it should be like a base point or something. No, stop being dumb. It can't be helped. Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. Please do not write a Google Doc after me.
Doesn't give any solid figures though.
Sorry.
For some reason, Todd says he's stopped giving out numbers.
16 times.
It's now March 2023. The game should be releasing in just a few months. But no. Game's delayed again. Come back in September 2023.
Uh-oh.
Summer 2023. Todd returns to the stage again, and this time, he's brought almost an hour of gameplay with him. The game looks a lot more polished.
Does it? I'm actually can't tell. Is that improvement? Is it better? I don't know. Both of them are kind of bad.
Too late, the Google Doxy has already been started.
No.
We also hear some more familiar lines.
That isn't just a backdrop. That moon is actually there orbiting the planet. Yes, you can visit it too.
Ooh.
That mountain is not just a backdrop. You can walk all the way to the top of that mountain.
September
PTSD.
6th is now about 3 months away, so Todd and the boys put on some fresh kicks. It's time for some interviews. Washington Post, GQ, Esquire. The man is everywhere. Todd's like a playboy.
Wow, he's the hottest man alive. How did I not know this before? Todd Howard, my beloved.
The marketing machine is now in full frenzy,
Meow.
and lots of totally normal
You know, that's what I want. I want to make trains in Satisfactory. Tomorrow. You, me, trains. I need my trains.
articles are being released.
What the hell is even that?
He's Christopher
Yes,
Nolan. Todd Howard is to games what Tom Cruise is to cinema. He cackles when I suggest this theory to him. Slight, boyishly handsome,
boyishly handsome. Bro, he's going to haunt me in bed.
sharp-jawed and tousled-haired. He has
The little... He's blushing. He's so cute.
He has the look of classical antiquity. He's become a semi-mythical figure to gamers. Now 52 years old, the only real sign of him being flesh and bone are some faint bags under his sea blue eyes. He's reserved, but not at all shy.
Oh my god, is this actually like a smut or something?
Talkative, but never all that forthcoming.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean, listen, he looks good for 52.
even posts on Reddit. Fans are increasingly excited. It's like Todd's doing a victory lap here. Whatever they've cooked up over in Maryland, it's good. Turns out,
Yeah, boy.
they've had just about every QA person at Xbox on it, and they're saying it's the least buggy game in Bethesda's history.
Ooh.
500 developers, $400 million. Almost a decade in development.
400 billions. I will be honest with you, I wouldn't trust journalists even if they would say that I'm a woman. You know? Like, no, I don't think so.
Out the way, Halo. This is Microsoft's new system seller. Emil says it's the best game they've ever made. Todd even compares it to Red Dead Redemption 2.
Ooh.
Probably has more of a feeling of like a Red Dead 2, right? Like I'm living the Western fantasy.
Yeah.
Hold the fucking second. This is not my Red Dead Redemption 2. This is not one of these and not like the others.
Fantasy.
Yeah.
So
Other developers are trembling in fear at the release date, and games like Baldur's Gate 3 have shifted theirs back by more than a month just to avoid crossing paths. The masters of the RPG had checked out for a while, but on September 6th, Daddy's coming home.
Ooh.
Before that, do you browse the internet?
No.
And are you using insert generic internet browser?
Okay, I am not going to promote Opera. The last time I left it so that I could watch YouTube while I was offline and sleeping, it popped up that fucking ad whatever thingy and the video was so tiny. Remember? Yeah, the fucking ad block ad. It always does it by itself. It's like, oh, you're watching a video full screen. Anyways, have you considered a nice ad block ad in the middle of your video? It did it at like fucking 6 a.m. I wasn't even awake. And people weren't able to see the VODs. They were just like, yeah, ad blocker, my beloved.
Browser here. The grey colour scheme. Generic corporate design. My god. Opera GX
My God.
makes browsing online fun. The perks are numerous. Trying to watch a video uninterrupted, or mid-fight and sick of intrusions. How about complete uninterruption?
You say that, but I have been interrupted actually.
Because Opera GX is equipped with
Thank you, Opera ad blocker. Very nice.
formidable ad blocking technology.
Very
Video
nice.
pop-outs. So you can watch entertainment.
Yeah, exactly. This is what happened. Okay, it popped out my video and I had a gigantic ad blocker ad. And my video was teeny tiny.
Important news
Thanks.
updates
Really
at all
cool.
times. A sidebar filled with music and
I think they want me to pay for it or something, but I don't want to. They are bullying me. They are touching me at my no-no places. And my no-no places is my wallet. So stop trying to touch me.
media to ensure dopamine flows at all times. And added privacy and cross-continental IP addresses with their free VPN.
I can't use Firefox. Firefox is my gooning browser. I can't risk it. I will put something into it, and I don't delete my history. You know, I can't pull it. I'm sorry.
Also, sick of your friends and family walking in during some late night reading? Hit the panic button and your tabs are hidden. Most browsers have limited customization. A wallpaper here, color scheme there. But Opera provides a wealth of options. It even has a mod page. Peruse the aisles, and the choices are almost limitless. Witcher, Halo, Dark Souls, other stuff. Animated wallpapers, keyboard and tab sounds, unique splash screens. Almost everything is completely customizable. Oh my, there's even a custom Big Boss mod. You can also mix and match multiple mods to create the perfect mix. Or create your own. Opera GX can be whatever you want. Can't be bothered to migrate everything over? Well, it's equipped with a state-of-the-art
Damn! That's a nice long import tool. This is what every girl needs. I beg you, keep it. I'm invested.
import tool.
Aww.
A few clicks, and your browsing history, bookmarks, and cookies.
Match. He's a hater. I was paying attention. Match.
For launch. And people jump into Bethesda's first new IP in 25 years. At first, Starfield is met with rave reviews. 88 on Metacritic, and a ton of 10 out of 10s coming.
Dude, I don't know about the Metacritic, but I just checked Steam, and Steam is still having it aggressively mixed. Really, really aggressively mixed. So...
It's amazing. A near perfect space game. But a few hours in, and some time to reflect, and opinions slowly begin to change. The performance. On PC, there's a bit of chop.
Why did you not optimize this game for PC?
We did. It's running great. It is a next-gen PC game. We really do push the technology, so you may need to upgrade your PC for this.
Ooh, if you're a broke boy, just say so. Oh my god, he just called you a broke boy. Wow.
This game.
The system requirements, quite demanding.
Damn.
The game requires an SSD to run, and yet, space has never been this choppy.
We might run into some chop. Chop? We could fucking handle chop, right? I mean, it's
$3,000 PC.
No, we're not going anywhere unless he says it's safe, all right?
Don't worry about the chop. You don't know shit about chop.
Oh, really? And you do? You're a fucking expert on
I'll chop your fucking credit card back. How about that?
Even on NASA tier PCs, low FPS and massive frame drops. Also,
You know, I think we should revolutionize gaming, and only the rich people should be able to afford 60 FPS. The middle class citizens should only get 30, and anyone else who is poor 15 at tops. Unironically.
AMD sponsored the game, and conveniently, Intel and Nvidia parts are specifically struggling. There's also no Nvidia DLSS in the game, something that modders are able to patch in within hours. On Xbox,
How is it possible that modders can do all of these fixes and whatever within like hours and minutes, and the game devs who are working on it for $400 million, they can't? How is it possible? Because modders care? Why would they just, I don't know, like then build the mods into the game or something? Like sometimes games allow you to load in mods, and there is like a mod store within the game, and you could just upload it there and you can fix it.
things are a bit more consistent, but even then, Todd's chained us down to just 30
Is that Osmond Gold?
FPS,
Oh.
even on the $500 Series X. That 30 FPS is also the target FPS. That's what it's aiming for, and not always what it's hitting. Walk into a city like New Atlantis, and that number dribbles down to the low 20s.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
This is on a AAA game, on a barely 3-year-old console, in the year 2023, when most other big games can run at 120 FPS. The head of Xbox says it's a creative decision.
Is it really? You know, It's not that we optimized our game wrong. It's actually an artistic decision. There is style to the choppiness. You know, nostalgia.
So far, the console Metacritic is just about hanging on. But for PC,
Right.
it's bombs away. Spared the horrific performance and actually managed to run the game? Well, there is some good stuff here. For the first time in a modern Bethesda game, physics are no longer tied to frame rate. You can now uncap it without causing horrific issues with jump height, movement speed, enemies, and objects. The shipbuilding is great. The gun mods are pretty good. There's some RPG elements here, and for a Bethesda game, a relatively bug-free launch. Far less game-breaking issues and corrupt save files. They'd even cracked ladders. That's the good. And then there's everything else. Starfield was conceived 25 years ago, trademarked a decade ago,
Jesus.
and started full development 8 years ago.
Damn, they really wanted to do it. After 25 years of cooking, even if it's mentally, this is what they came up with.
And the final game had come out the other side, severely lacking.
It's an embarrassment.
In a lot of ways,
Ouch.
it's one of their most bare bones games yet. Incredibly basic things are just missing.
It just looks so generic, you know? Like, everything is ugly, everything is sort of dull. It's not visually grabbing. I don't know. I don't know about the story. I never played it. It just looks boring to me.
The FOV slider. Fallout 76 had one. Fallout 4 had one. A simple text file change in the game files allows Starfield to have one. So why wasn't it in the game? There's no ultra-wide monitor support. No HDR on PC. There's not even any images on the save files. There's also no brightness, contrast, or gamma sliders.
What? No way. You don't have the fucking basic... What?
Of any kind. This is on a game that looks horrifically washed out. Dodgy TV or monitor? Unlucky, son.
How is it hard to implement? What?
This is what your game looks like. An in-game calendar? Nope. Your start date is May the 7th, 2330. So if you want to know what day it is, you'll just have to keep track yourself. There was a calendar in Elder Scrolls Arena back in 1994. There's also no in-game map.
What? No. What now? No maps? Really? Really?
Again, Arena had this in 1994.
Really?
Simply no longer possible. Technological marvels lost to the sands of time. And despite multiple delays and intense QA testing, the game still quite buggy.
You can do pretty much anything.
I joked about hard to implement their RDOS games having this.
Bro, it's just embarrassing. They just forgot about it. Oh my god! He's a sandbank.
Exploring every inch of a mostly untouched galaxy.
You do explore differently in this game.
Well, I mean, that is different.
Mostly untouched galaxy.
You do explore differently in this game.
Yeah. He did he lie though? Did he stutter? I don't think so.
We want you to feel hopeful.
Wait, was that like the edge of the water?
You do explore differently in this game.
But like as a square?
We want you to...
Wow. You know, maybe it's just a unique planet where simply the water is just shaped like that. You think it's a bug, but have you considered that it's a feature? Have you considered that this is such a different universe that the laws are simply different? You bigot! How could you?
Feel hopeful. We want you to feel this sense of awe and wonder. And sometimes a little fear.
May I see your credentials, please?
Oh. Handsome.
Now, it would take probably 4, 5, 6 loading screens to get to my ship from the top of
Looking good.
The amount of loading screens is disgusting.
Spaceflight should be exciting and dangerous.
Okay, to be fair, that is dangerous. If that will ever happen to you, in real life. Yeah. Just like, bye-bye.
We always put so much care into all those little details that breathe life into our worlds.
Yeah, you can't knock stuff around.
Our biggest goal for lighting was to make the game feel more filmy. To use lighting and
I can't fucking see. Jesus Christ, it's so bright.
color to really make it feel more cinematic.
Wow, you see those pixels? Those are some handsome pixels.
I'd really like to change my ship right now. That'd be great. It's too bad that the NPC is up there.
Outside of the game itself, Starfield launched with a $300 collector's edition.
He's having his lunch, actually. He would like to not be disturbed. Thank you very much.
This included a patch, some art, and a box. But centerpiece, an electronic watch. And turns out, a ton of these are already breaking. Alright, pretty poor effort, but none of that matters.
At least it wasn't like the duffel bag. Remember the whole Fallout duffel bag thing? How awful it was, and like the, what was it, the rum? The nylon duffel bag and the rum where they said that it's going to be like glass, frosted glass, but it was just like some plastic popped around or something. Yeah.
Just patch most of it in a matter of days. What does matter is the actual game. And Todd and the boys had somehow created entire star systems to explore here. And turns out, he wasn't lying. There actually are over 1,000 planets. Spaceships, space flight, all in a Bethesda game with the same bones as Morrowind. This thing was a miracle. We had unparalleled freedom to explore here. And after clearing the first mission, players board their ship and set course for the stars. They could fly anywhere. Hold on. Set course? Was that? Loading screens? Surely we could actually fly to planets in this massive space exploration RPG. Some spend hours attempting this, and turns out, no. No, you can't. Because planets in this game are literally just massive JPEGs floating around in an empty skybox. That's space.
That's completely flat. That's 100% flat.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. That can't be real, right?
You can't land on them. You can't even get to them without hours of your life gone. Manage that, and you'll just phase through them.
That moon is actually there. Yes, you can visit it too.
I can't believe he lied to me. I can't believe he lied to me. He promised. He promised that we could do that.
Want to actually explore space in this space exploration game? Well, that'll involve digging through layers of horrifically organized
So the flying is pointless? Didn't they patch it in or something? Didn't they do something with this? Surely now you can do it, right? Surely now you can fly from one planet to the other if you like, right?
interstellar maps,
right.
And then bearing multiple rounds of cutscenes and loading screens to get anywhere. Exciting stuff. Can't fly in atmosphere, can't take off from planets. That's another loading screen too. People are over the moon. There's also overly drawn out animations every time you get in and out the cockpit.
Oh my god. It's like literally every Nintendo game. I fucking hate it. It's like you play some shit and it's like you talk to the NPC, it has to have the monologue, you have to click it, choose it, you accidentally click out, it starts it all over again. The entire animation, the monologue, you can't skip it. It's just so
and dock
ass.
onto ships and stations. These aren't even used as covers for loading screens. They're just long, unskippable animations, just for the sake of it.
I do love unskippable animations, not gonna lie. It does get me really warm and wet at all the right places.
Want to be immersive and actually fly around? Well, thankfully, we have options. You can get into the cockpit, long animation, launch into orbit, cutscene and loading screen, and then use the ship's targeting system to pick a planet with a quest marker on. Cutscene.
Wait, so they force an animation onto you and that's not even the cutscene? They totally could have hide the animation as the cutscene. Why?
And another loading screen. But why do all that when it's 10 times longer than fast traveling from the menu? And why even have a ship if you're just going to use the menu? There are some random encounters in space. Pirates, bounty hunters, contraband scans, unique events. However, space combat isn't great, and all of these are completely avoidable.
So what I'm hearing is that it's called Starfield, but the fields around the stars are not very good. So what do we have?
By instantly fast traveling somewhere else. Bethesda also never bothered to add a system that tracks and prevents repeat encounters, so be prepared to hear a lot of the same space shanties. Okay, space, a pretty big part of an open world space exploration game, pretty much non-existent. But it's okay still. This is a Bethesda game. Their strong suit has always been on for exploration and world building. Once we actually land on these planets, there'd be an overwhelming amount of things to do and places to see. More handcrafted content than Skyrim and Fallout 4 combined, Todd said. We could land anywhere. Explore entire planets. So fumble through the menus again, and after 2 cutscenes and 3 loading screens, players land and emerge onto their first new planet in the settled systems.
I'm fucking blind, what the fuck? You know, I think we should give jail time to those developers who are building a game and they put white blinding cutscenes. Or literally anything fade to white. I am most of the times in a dark room. Fade it to black or go suck a dick. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. Stop blinding me.
Huh? Where is everything? Okay, let's check the map. What on earth is that?
The yum.
A bug? A rendering error, perhaps?
Wait, you have maps? Hold up. You said that you don't have maps.
No. Turns out,
you lied to me.
That's just how they designed it. Okay, let's put that back. Luckily, there's a scanner we can use. And it looks like there's a few undiscovered locations in the distance we can head to. Hundreds of meters away. That could take a while, so best get out the rover. Wait, there's no rover. Bethesda designed a planetary exploration game without a readable map or a land vehicle. Okay.
No.
Running it is.
Surely you can have a rover, right? Right? There's now a rover. Better late than never.
The world looks good. Bethesda has nailed the lighting and skybox, and there's some interesting creatures, natural formations dotted about, alien dung piles to sift through, and a few old facilities to explore. This particular planet has an abandoned cryolab, a UC listening station, a relay station, and an occupied cave. Not sure why the...
That's it. That's the entire planet. It has 4 things, and that's it. That's the entire game. That's a little bit disappointing. A little bit boring, a little bit stale. It almost sounds like a chore. You just have to go through all these cutscenes and loading times just so that you get the next 4 thing.
Abandoned facilities are full of enemies, but occupied caves are completely empty. But anyway, wow. There's even some of that old Bethesda environmental storytelling here. Nice. But eventually, it's time to take off and head to another planet. Hold on. Is that identical formations, the same creatures, the exact same cryolab, the building layout?
But they said that it's going to be more content than Fallout and Skyrim together. Surely it's going to be handcrafted every time and different, right?
Enemies, spawn placements, even down to dead bodies, notes, and terminal entries.
Right?
Everything about this place, the exact same. The game has over 1,000 planets and 120 star systems, and Bethesda decided to just sprinkle the exact same 100 locations around them. And due to a weird algorithm, a lot of the time, That'll be more of those caves, cryo labs, and UC listening stations.
Wow. Riveting.
Even the main quest of the game recycles these identical locations multiple times.
Oh, we were right there, man!
Outside of procedural places of interest, there's about 4 main cities in the game, around 30 small settlements, and just 8.
Dude, this game wasn't even cheap. Like, it wasn't like a $30 game or anything to have so little amount of content into it.
82 unique locations. All this spread between 1,000 planets.
How much is it now? I will tell you. Currently, right fucking now. So the main game for me in francs is $48.90. So that's like 50 something dollars. But if I want all the DLC and shamalama ding dong, then it's like 72.7. So it's like $75. But okay, that has like the soundtrack and premium edition. I don't fucking know what that has. And yeah, some bullshit. The premium edition is like 67. Still, that's expensive for being this empty.
There's also a couple dozen temples scattered around, but these lose their charm quickly because, again, they're all the exact same, down to the enemy placement and even the same puzzle. These are also dotted around on random.
So what I'm hearing is that this is an excellent game if you have dementia. This game was meant for the elderly, so every time you travel, it's something new.
Planets. So half the time you'll be finding these ancient, untouched temples next to a procedurally generated
a Taco Bell?
Taco Bell drive-thru. There's also a bug that shows most of the game's points of interest on a planet. And there it is. The most interesting place in the galaxy. Again, Todd wasn't lying. You can land anywhere on these planets. However, everywhere is pretty much the exact same. Planets in Starfield do have varying weather, atmospheric hazards, gravity, and signs of life. There's also some hills, sometimes some craters, and even a few planets with multiple biomes. But mostly, these planets are going to be looking the same.
It's as repetitive as a gacha game, but you don't have titties. So sad. So fucking sad.
And you'll be trekking across incredibly repetitive, flat land on foot for hours. Proper mountains in the game? Not really.
It's like, hello, my dear love. It's time for your daily. You have to land on 3 different planets and open up 3 different cryolab. Congratulations, you got 5 thingamajiggy. Come back tomorrow for another 5 thingamajiggy. It's so good. Epic content.
Valleys? Nah. Rivers?
Yeah.
What now? There are oceans, even some creatures in those oceans. But Bethesda took out underwater swimming, so we can't even see them. And hold on, does that say boundary reached? After running just 20 minutes? What? Disappointed! We hadn't landed on a planet at all. We'd landed on a small, randomly generated tile of a planet with almost...
Oh, that's so bull. So you just have a teeny tiny map on the planet that is accessible and that's it? You can't even like loop around? You can't even start running and in an hour you will be back where you start. Gentlemen, I feel deceived. I feel like I have been lied to.
Almost nothing on. The tiles aren't even persistent with each other. Land on a bordering tile, and the last tile will look completely different. While there's not enough going on planets in this game, at the same time, the opposite problem. For a game about space exploration, nowhere is actually unexplored. Head to a barren moon in the middle of nowhere, well out into the furthest corner of the settled system, and you'll still land next to 3 old factories and a swarm of pirates not even 500 meters from the ship. You've just landed on a world with radiation storms, 200-degree temperatures, and acid rain. Oh look, there's a cave with some human remains. You're not exploring or discovering anything here. So what is there to
Now that's depressing. That's fucking depressing. You can't even be the first man on that planet. Someone was already there, mocked you, and laughed at you.
actually do on these planets? Well, you can scan and survey the geology and fauna for XP. However, this basically boils down to just running around spamming the left bumper. Of course, there's also no index for any of this.
Bro, those nuts are the same nuts that we have in Satisfactory. The fuck is that?
Any of this, so you can't even
nuts.
see what you've scanned. Also, again, no underwater swimming, so Bethesda went through all the trouble of modeling, designing, and texturing underwater creatures, only for them to never be visible to the player. You can scan them though. You can mine materials and build outposts with them, which you can use to mine more materials, but outside of crafting and XP farming, it's a loop you can skip entirely by just looting or purchasing stuff. You can run through the same few heavily reused places of interest, and finally, complete the one or two incredibly basic Radiant fetch or kill quests that have a chance to spawn on them.
Oh, this sounds so depressing. You know what this... It sounds like adult life. It's like, wake up, eat breakfast, wash your face, go to work, come home, eat dinner, go to sleep, and then rinse and repeat. It's actually a chore. Oh my god, it's a nightmare. This is not a game and you have to pay like $70 for it. Oh, that's fucking awful. Why would you say it like that? Because it's true.
But a few hours of running around the same small tiles of planet.
Just a reminder for yourself, tomorrow is Monday. Happy work day, gentlemen. You will be so happy tomorrow because you can go to your favorite work. Aww.
Clearing the same factories, mining the same rocks, and digging through the same...
This is how I go down. My chat will throw rocks at me until I shut the fuck up.
piles of literal shit. And the charm begins to wear.
I'm sorry. Listen, even calling you a slur would have been less hateful than what I just did. I understand. I apologize.
They're off.
Yeah. I know.
The game's 4 cities. They're not massive.
I know.
And the performance is absolute.
That's it. 4 cities. Nothing else. 4 cities and a bunch of empty planets. Wow.
Horrific in them. It's also 2023, and anytime you want to enter a building, there's a loading screen. Fast travel to a building, it will put you outside the front door. So
it's actually funny because even Hogwarts Legacy had like a smart way of like getting rid of the loading screens. Like you had like a little door opening animation and that was enough for it. But there was like no teleporting in and out. And it came out much before this.
That's 2 loading screens.
You can't keep getting away.
Again, this game requires an SSD to run. Also, this is the biggest city. There's like 400 people here. And it's in the middle of absolutely nowhere. It's also home to the largest and most advanced military force in the entire galaxy. But walk just a few hundred meters away, and you'll find camps of pirates and mercenaries. Trying to get around the city? Good luck, because again, there's no actual surface map, so finding anything here is a...
Oh, this would be a nightmare for me. It's like if you actually have to rely on remembering like landmarks to find your way back. Oh, so that's how they are padding out the game time. It's just you're being lost. And you're like, do they have to turn here? Do they not have to turn here? Where the fuck did I turn?
Complete nightmare. The NPCs.
Am I in? Is this the glare of consent? Does she want me?
Incredibly lifelike. Their facial expressions.
Bro, you're playing this at midnight. One of the NPCs pulls this shit. I'm calling my local priest for exorcism, okay? I ain't playing with that. I'm superstitious as fuck.
Are quite something. And turns out, in the year 2330, gunshots don't faze anyone.
Nobody cares.
God is now also just completely
Okay, but have you considered that maybe all of them just used to live in Chicago and now they're just so used to it that they just simply don't care? This might be just, you know, they were raised like this. You don't know them. You don't know their backstory.
Given up on the concept of radiant AI. In Oblivion, NPCs had fairly in-depth day-to-day schedules. Here, they're just walking around randomly in silence, staring
Why is she going backwards?
into your soul. Almost just walking around randomly in silence, staring into your soul.
I don't like that. I really don't like that. I don't know what I typed. It's not what I wanted.
Almost every named NPC in the game is now tagged as essential and unkillable.
Skedaddle,
The AI
skedaddle. Your dick is now a noodle! Dick is Olga!
in general, interesting
God.
too.
He's just standing in front of her.
Terrible in combat, weird spawns, glitching through walls.
Nothing personal,
Terrible in
kid.
combat,
Teleports
weird
behind
spawns, glitching through walls. Ascension.
you. Ooh. Well, he's just, you know, it's because it's a sci-fi, so clearly he has some sort of technology that keeps him afloat, you know?
The enemy variety. Overwhelming. 90% of them are bounty hunters with guns, pirates with guns, or angry religious people with guns.
Oh, f off, grasshopper.
There's also a few types of robots, and then a bunch of mostly passive animals.
Hold the fuck on. I like this one. I do like this one, not gonna lie. Yeah. Is that a fuck? Oh god, please tell me that they actually named him a fuck. I just really need to know that this creature is called a fuck. Because it's a fish, but also it's a duck. It has to be a fuck.
Animals.
A fuck or a dick? No, it has to be a fuck.
The combat itself is actually pretty decent, but
It would be a douche. It would be either a fuck or a douche.
there's not much of it. Add on to that
dish.
most enemies being pirates, a faction you'll
Or a dish, I guess. No, yeah, no, you're right. It can be a dish or a fuck.
probably join early on, and now there's even less combat.
Yo, guys, it's me, Charlie. Hey, did that guy just turn into sand?
The new lockpicking system. Very fun, and very rewarding. And for a game so heavily reliant on inventory management, maps, and menus, the UI here, absolutely horrific.
This is fucking bullshit. Okay? These fucking assholes, these
Menus within menus, maps within.
Hold on, let's see. Did he lose his titties for a split second? I swear, there was like a half a point where he... Why is it so ugly? There's no way that this is a 2023 game. He lost his titties. What the fuck?
Maps within maps.
Listen, titties are important. I always keep an eye for that.
Todd has been known to streamline game features over the years, and Starfield is no different. Melee weapons. They're in the game, but there's not many. The ones that are there aren't modifiable, like they were in Fallout 4 and 76. You can still take gun mods off, but this time, you can't add them back onto other weapons. They just disappear. No armor and weapon dismantling. You can't loot outfits from NPCs' bodies. And the base building from Fallout 4 is here, but it's bare bones.
That was good.
There's no settler system, raids, or economy system, and the whole thing.
So what is even the gameplay? What's the point of this game? Do you just like, I don't know, talk to NPCs, kill the same 5 monsters, move to planet, talk to the same NPCs, move to planet, kill the 5 monsters, and then rinse and repeat, you do it again?
It's pretty much pointless.
Aww.
What am I doing?
Stealth, definitely worse than previous games. People now see you through walls and platforms, and guards just teleport directly to you. Companions rarely crouch, and alert everyone all the time. The game also has cartoonishly large vents peppered around buildings, conveniently placed in areas you need to sneak around. They're so big, you can literally sprint around in them. This is definitely a coincidence, and not because Bethesda didn't bother to lower the player hitbox when you're crouching.
Coincidence? I think not.
The speech in Starfield? A big step up from 4. No voice actors means more varied dialogue options.
Oh, I just forgot that they... Wait, so they don't even have voice acting? They scrapped all that shit only to give nothing back to the game?
And a more nuanced dialogue system.
Wait, hold up. Is this my ex-Prime Minister? Hold the fuck out.
System. More chances to...
What he doing there? Bro, he got fired and now he's in fucking Starfield. Dude, these are rough times. These are fucking rough times, man.
More chances to persuade and affect quest outcomes. Less, give me money.
We are for the money.
Also, you can now actually see what your character's about to say. However, there's also a new persuasion system, and it uses multiple rounds of speech checks to pass.
Do you want to have sex with me?
Yes, I do.
Aww.
Amazing.
Not now.
Aww.
Not a terrible idea, but
it was almost good.
Emil and the boys couldn't
That's
really
easy.
be asked to actually write all these speech options, so instead, they just wrote a bunch of generic ones the game can pull from.
They are so ugly. How are they so ugly? It doesn't even look like a real person. It looks like they have like a cylinder and they kind of put like skin onto it.
Meaning half the stuff you say here will make no sense at all.
Hey, Douglas, how's the wife? She died. Attaboy!
It's also still based on percentages, so you can just save and try again.
Do you want to have sex with me?
I'm not giving you my card.
While there's some incredibly
You know, they look so ugly and yet they still manage to do this like forehead wrinkle thing. I hate it so much when they do it. I don't know why Western game devs are obsessed with forehead wrinkles. In a society where every third woman has fucking Botox in their forehead, all I have is this fucking wavy bullshit.
believable persuasion here.
Maybe I can make an exception.
The dialogue itself, generally...
Like, look at that, again! Like, she doesn't have any expression, but you see the forehead wrinkles. Why the fuck do you look like a fucking leather pouch?
Generally quite bland and boring.
So weird.
Oh my god, I still have to talk to this bitch.
Fallout 4 was criticised for its overuse of Radiant quests.
It isn't real.
Another summit.
So in Starfield, they dialed it up to 11. Even a ton of the regular quests feel Radiant. There's a ton of fetch and kill quests, and these are now even worse because of all the loading screens and menu digging.
I've waited years.
Need to speak to someone? Well, despite there being faster than light ship travel, inter-system radio, internet, or messaging doesn't exist here. You're gonna have to travel a few light years, and there are a few rounds of loading screens to have a 30-second chat, and then go.
The sad part is that not even the loading screen is interesting. It just looks so fucking boring. There's literally nothing about it.
Go through the same again to leave. A significant portion of the game could be skipped if you could just send an email. You also have a smartwatch on your wrist for the entire game, but can't talk or text someone on the same planet. But steal a paperclip, and everyone in every star system in the game instantly knows about it. Makes sense. A lot of the quests are linear.
Listen, office supplies are in high demand in the future, okay? I'm sorry, buddy.
Ending on one of two outcomes, and there's pretty much no interaction between different quest lines, or even factions. Their outcomes don't affect anything, and mean nothing. While there's less quests than Skyrim, you'll still be given a metric ton of them. And again, with over 1,000 planets and dozens of other locations, the boys at Bethesda didn't consider adding a sort by local option, meaning it's a nightmare to work out where they all are and get through them. Okay, the quests aren't brilliantly made, but how about the world and story itself?
Surely. I believe it. I'm sure that it has a nice, captivating lore, The writers did 10 out of 10. All the characters, all the NPCs are really important and memorable. Yeah.
This was Bethesda's first new universe in 25 years. They couldn't just coast on pre-established work here.
Surely.
They'd have to write this whole thing themselves from the ground up. But it's fine. Todd's got top writing talent. And him, Emil, and the rest of the writing team sat down to plot. First order of business, this game's setting. Let's make it extremely inoffensive and complete.
I already hate it. I'm sorry. No fun.
Sanitized. Remember lads, we're gunning for a mainstream crowd here. We don't want to put anyone off. No mature themes, dark humor. Nothing edgy at all. This is not Fallout in space. More like the Jetsons. So they design a game with a tone more akin to a children's show than a gritty, realistic space frontier. Most characters are dull, completely morally upstanding, straight arrows, with nothing to them. Even the pirates here are Nickelodeon.
I bet they don't even have sex cutscenes. At least Cyberpunk have those.
Here. And the nightclub. Let's populate
a night. Surely, if you're in a nightclub, at least you can get a lap dance, right? Right?
it with old men walking around in suits with briefcases, and a few Teletubbies dancing on stage.
Wait, these are not even women. What the fuck?
Yes, that's what a nightclub looks
like. I don't want that. What kind of shitty nightclub is this? It's some weird ass man's in like.
And a few
yeah. What is that?
Teletubbies dancing on stage. Yes, that's what a nightclub looks like. Also, we have an incredibly detailed dismemberment system with gore and other animations ready-made from Fallout 4. Let's get rid of it completely. This is despite the game already having a mature rating.
What is the mature rating for? So far everything is so safe and round and there is no sharp edges. The fuck are you mature rating it for?
By the way, and while there's no
God, Violet. Barely.
Over in this, we'll still put vehicles in the game, and even cool mechs, and even a whole story around those cool mechs. Can the player pilot them? No. We'll make it a plot point that that's illegal in universe. Okay. Only enemies can then.
Wait, so you have rowers, but you can't use them because in the future you cannot drive cars? Oh, that was good. Oh? What? Why? What? Why? Oh my god, thank you so much for the itty bitty bitties. You scared the pee out of me. Quick. It was loud. I know it was loud. It scared me too.
No, not them either. We'll just add them as background for.
It's a lamp. I will take it. It's fine. I will take the lamp.
Furniture in 1 or 2 locations.
Yeah.
So what about the actual story? Okay, hear me out.
Okay.
Starfield's universe has a series of massive wars set across multiple...
Wait. Wars? I thought that we were playing everything peaceful. What do you mean there are wars? We can't do that. No wars.
Our systems.
Uh-uh.
Let's set this game decades after any of that happens.
Oh. So there is... Unironically, there's no war. There's nothing interesting or active. There's nothing. Peaceful wars? Just rock, paper, scissors wars?
Right. Will there be alien characters? No, not really.
Pleasure. That's what you deserve. Hey, oh my god. Bro, there are no aliens, only very ugly humans. So depressing.
Just people, some alien animals, and plants. We're going for realism here. True
I hate realism. Fucking hate realism.
sci-fi with a grounded NASA punk art style. Also, let's add space
pleasure.
wizards at the end, driving the entire plot of the game.
Huh?
The player's goal is to become Starborn. What we'll have them do is collect the same artifact, in the same temple, with the same puzzle at the end, 24 times.
Are you sure that this is not actually just Genshin Impact? But without the Genshin berries? Are you sure?
Nice space wizards improve every game.
Not this one. Not this one. Never this one. It's just... Yeah, there's no Genshin, there's no Impact, there's no big booty bitches. It's just a grind.
Nice. Then at the end of the game, they can jump to a parallel universe.
Huh?
But let's not get too crazy with this. They're all the exact same, with a 15% chance of one minor change, like a character becoming a potted plant.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, when we ban people, instead of yeeting them out, we should turn them into a potted plant. I will kill it anyways. It's fine.
Brilliant. No one could predict any of this. We just have to make sure that hair clipping glitch on the hunter character.
Oh no. The bush. The bush can be seen.
That would spoil who they
no.
are and the game's big reveal. Is patched before final release. Despite the issues, on launch, Starfield does amazingly. Bethesda says it's their biggest launch ever. It's the #1 bestseller on Steam despite being free with the game's
$69.99, gentlemen. $69.99.
pass. And there's over 6 million players on launch.
No fucking way. That much? Oh, okay. How many refunds? I need to know. How many refunds? Be honest with me.
User reviews, very positive. However, the honeymoon doesn't last long. After sinking a few hours into the game, the initial excitement wears off, and opinions
You know, I can't even tell. What could be a problem making a nightclub and making the dancers these weird... I just can't tell. I just simply can't tell.
and opinions begin to change. Not good.
It does not bring me joy.
Todd, they're leaving negative reviews on Steam.
Uh-oh.
Okay, now we've been through this before. Didn't handle it amazingly. We should just keep a level head here. Let these reviews simmer and ride out the storm. Log on to Steam. Respond to the reviews.
Oh, that was good.
Each one
4 years of high kneels. High kneels sklaj did I mention, high square kneels.
Ayaw.
Tell them their subjective opinions are objectively wrong. Boring? That's insane. Astronauts went to the moon a few times. There's nothing there. They weren't bored. That's good.
So true.
Just
so
check.
True.
At launch, Starfield had 200,000 refunds, Munkor.
Listen, if there was like 6 million people who bought it, 200k is not too bad.
Good. Write that. Bad RPG mechanics? They must be playing the game wrong. Tell them to create a different character and try again. Send. What else?
I can't believe that they actually did this.
The loading screens? Well, have they considered the amount of data they're generating in those load screens? Great. Send that too. Emil also sees the backlash. He ponders for a moment. Was it possible their game actually had some issues? Could he have been wrong?
No.
No. He was right. It's the fans that were wrong.
Always. Classic.
So he boots up Twitter and writes a 15-part thread on just that. However, shockingly, Bethesda's rebuttals are ineffective. On Steam, very positive slips to mostly positive to mixed, and
it's stay like this. It's to this very day. It's just like that.
By December, mixed to mostly negative.
Ooh, okay. It's not mostly negative anymore.
Todd blames the bad reviews on the game being too different.
What?
but it was alright.
It's true. Being in space wasn't realistic enough. You know, because realism is the one that actually gamers really want. It's true.
December 7th, 2023. It's awards night, and Todd takes his seat. Online, the game was getting blasted, but the critics would understand.
Surely.
Starfield. And the Game Award goes to Baldur's Gate 3.
Aww, big baby. He didn't even get the booster chair. Aww, how could Baldur's Gate win? How could it be? Is it maybe because it's constantly replayable, has a bunch of content? And basically, player freedom, you can do whatever you want with multiple ways to solve a problem and handle decisions? No. They must have cheated. Also bear sex.
Snubbed again.
True. Big true.
Post-launch, Starfield's player numbers crater quickly. Within a month, 330,000 players on Steam dribbles down to 100,000. The next month, that becomes 40,000. And by December, the game has less than 10% of its original player base.
Aww.
It's not just players. The game is so boring, high-profile modders are just up and quitting in the middle of the
I'm not gonna put my heart and soul into a mod for a game as mediocre as this. Ouch. Jesus fuck.
development. Okay, no bueno. They need to do something, and quick. So
Damn.
people at Bethesda man the desks and get to work on patches. And within a few months, miracles start to materialize. 60 frames per second,
Ooh.
a car, an eat food button. My god, they'd even added a map. However, any goodwill from patches instantly incinerated as they unveil paid mods for a third time and try to shift singular quest mods for $7.
Single quest for $7. Wow. Holy shit.
A piece.
People will buy anything. The more
Don't
you
do
put
it.
into it, the more it gives back.
Don't do it. No.
Review bombs rain again. So what happened? Well, post-launch, a few articles on the game's development comes out, and we get a glimpse of the behind the scenes. Back in 2015, and full-scale production of Starfield was kicking off. For Bethesda, this is also a time of aggressive expansion. 180 people in a single building in Rockville in 2015 turned into 500 people spanning 4 development teams, cities, and multiple countries by 2021. And naturally, for development, this changes things.
What, and did they like forget to make these 500 people work or something? Did they just forget to give them tasks? How is it so fucking empty? Oh, they didn't use Jira. You know what they need? A new layer of management. I think that's what they need. They would have been working so much more efficiently if you just get a few more managers above them.
Individual developer
True.
freedom goes down the toilet, and people are now forced to adhere to a strict development schedule.
That's unironically, you guys taught me a slur. Jira is a slur. It can basically trigger at least half of my chat. Yeah.
According to a former dev, some of the best features of Skyrim and Fallout 3 started out as random side projects they'd play around with during development. However, Bethesda's new games are made with a checklist design. Veer off it, and upper management won't be happy. So this experimentation is no longer possible. At the same
Aw.
time, a ton of bureaucracy.
Bro, I hated how it's all because there are these like rich fucking people, like these CEOs on top of it, that they think that they know everything better, and they are leading the game development like it's a fucking business. Like it's, of course, it is a business, but it has to be actually fun, whatever you're creating. You cannot just make it that like, okay, so I'm going to put ugly women into it, one fat person, We will put some diversity. There will be some very long monologue that no one cares about. Loading screen. Yeah, you know, fucking boring.
Constant meetings, and a game that is now essentially designed by committee. Word on the street is, Todd is known to be an obsessive micromanager, so almost every creative decision runs through him. And with 500 people now under his belt, he's stretched thin. Emil Paliarulo is still the head writer, and his philosophy hasn't changed here. He likes to keep things simple, stupid.
Keep it simple.
You know, sometimes it's okay to not keep things simple. Sometimes it's okay to put nuances and some difficulty into it, some more complex thoughts.
Stupid. This is my own personal rule for myself, right?
And why put in any effort writing a good story when players are just gonna make a paper aeroplane out of it?
And they're gonna throw them around the room, and they're never gonna see your story. Because they are gonna spend 30 hours making shacks. Bruh.
He's also the design lead, and he's still absolutely raw dogging that too. No need for a proper, widely accessible, unified document to keep the 500 people working on the game informed and on the same page. Let's make the game itself a design document. Just write some notes in the game files as we go. The result of this, a very compartmentalized development with a ton of siloed game features that never interact with each other. Mechs that are designed, textured, and coded, and then barely appear outside of a single mission. And systems like zero gravity that again are only used a handful of times. After negative internal feedback on gameplay, they'd also pivot direction massively mid-development, and a ton of systems central to the game were trimmed, and Starfield goes from a more survival and resource-oriented game to something more casual. Fuel consumption.
I hate the word casual. That just means it's repetitive and boring. That just means that it's idiot-proof. This just means that it's basically a gacha. And not even the ones that run on your PC, is just one of those mobile gacha that has like this predetermined path for you, and you're cooked.
Consumption, punishing planetary hazards, and the necessity of outpost building, all either scrapped or nerfed to the point of being irrelevant. In the past, Todd has said he builds his games starting with the world, and then builds everything out from there, finding the fun as they go along. However, for Starfield, that happened in the...
Listen, this game is set in like 2300 something. We don't have fun, okay? It's overrated. We are in the future. We evolved as species. We don't do that. Sorry, buddy.
Final year of development. It took around 7 years to find that fun, and for the vast majority of people, it was nowhere to be found. Despite the patches and DLC, the damage had been done. Starfield's player base continued to dwindle, and within 6 months of launch, 97% of its Steam players...
It's still better than High Guard though. You know? At least they started out on the top. Or Assassin's Creed Shadow. You take that back. No, it's true. It's true. Yasuke could never.
Gone. On Steam, for Skyrim, it took around a decade before players dipped below 20,000. For Fallout 4, that took around 5 years.
Okay, but here's the question. Wait. Where is it? Does Skyrim has... Oh, am I on English keyboard, you motherfucker? After the crash, I didn't put it back. Does Skyrim have more people playing than what is this? Starfield? Which is the one version that people are playing? Charts. Okay, so it's gonna be that one. Okay, so we have 30k players right now. What is this? Starfield? Mind you, they just released the DLC not that long time ago, right? Like there was a little bit of a blip here. on April 6th. Yeah. 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 Rest in Pippi. Do you think they are angry about it? I feel like they are angry. They can probably not put more monetization into Skyrim and it's still holding up. You know? Like, look at this. Before the thingy, they were down to like 4.4. Look at that, Shin. 4.5. That's basically nothing. That's like dead. Rest in Pippi.
For Starfield, it took 3 months.
When are you playing it? Starfield? Never.
As of 2025, Fallout 4 has 6 times the Steam players, Skyrim around 7. The developer's original intent for the game was to be a long-term platform for annual expansions, but with these player numbers, not sure about that. Even on Bethesda's communication channels, months of silence on the game. No patches for almost half a year. Had they up and quit too? But then in March 2025...
Remember when Highguard had like an entire year worth of updates like written out? And then they basically... When did they shut down? Like a month after it launched? Maybe a month and a half?
A tweet. The game is not dead yet. A patch even comes out in May. Some bug fixes, creation kit additions, and a new, very low graphical setting. Nice. And with a presumed second expansion for Starfield...
Shorted? Short. That's not the real name, right? That's not an actual legit name, right? That's... What do you think? I can't tell anymore. I can't tell. It could be real. It could be real.
Field in the works. The game's
Shortest
remaining
space,
players
my
wait
beloved.
for details, with a sea of paid creations to keep them busy in the interim. But for the third time now,
Baldur's Gate 3.
Todd leaves the Game Awards empty-handed.
Aww.
The industry was not the same as it once was. The competition is now hot. The tech, incredibly impressive.
Horse balls shrink in cold weather. Wow. 10 out of 10. Game of the year. What do you mean that in Red Dead 2 the horse balls shrink in cold weather? Is it really? Like, can you actually observe it? Yes. But why? Why? I guarantee you it was like some random developer was like very fucking drunk and he was like, hear me out, hear me out. No, hear me out. Horse balls. But they shrink.
But this next project was different.
Balls.
Bethesda's forte. They could not mess it up.
Surely. Wait, was that a release date in his eyes? 2018? Oh, wait, 2018? Oh, was that like the original one? I thought that he's going to like do like a new one.
your balls shrink in cold weather, Asku?
Mine? Personally? You can't ask a lady whether her balls shrink or not. I'm gonna pee. I'm gonna touch my balls without you.